It's common for many people to dive deep into relationships, particularly with those you feel safe with and familiar at a soul level. Okay, so basically, it's saying that you love so hard that you need to create boundaries for yourself. Fair. What I want, all your hands hold the ends, put you on this too and say goodbye. Hi, Gemini. This is Chloe from the Galactic Soul, ordained minister, physical? No. Psychic medium and spiritual badass. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you're new here, welcome. Thank you so much. And if you would just hit subscribe below, I would truly appreciate it. That way we can be YouTube buddies. Just so you guys know, this is a collective reading, not a one-to-one. And again, this is for Gemini, the month of July. July is going to be a little crazy with the energy. We do have Saturn in retrograde, so there's that. That's going to be happening until November 15th or something like that. I don't know. And it's going to be kind of crazy. They're going to be calling you out. Like the energy is going to be calling you out. So it might be a little bit difficult. However, it's all part of the plan. Everything happens in divine timing. And honestly, if somebody's supposed to be out of your life, it's probably going to happen within the next couple of months. So take it as a grain, take it as a grain of salt. Is that the saying? I don't know. Take it with a grain of salt? With a grain of salt. That sounds better. Anyway, so we're going to do a 9-card spread with 3 oracle cards. That way we do a past, present, and future. And we are going to see what is going on for you, Gemini, for July of 2024. These did not spread out as big, so we are going to go here, 2 and 3. How are y'all feeling? I mean, literally, the solar flares have been so nuts. I had such a bad migraine this week that I actually had to take off work because it was absolutely insane. So how are you guys feeling? How's it going out there? Let me know if you are feeling any kind of ascension symptoms. I will be starting to film a lot more of those kinds of videos. So if you do want to know more info on that kind of stuff, definitely hit subscribe because it's coming, I promise. All right, so let's get into it. Gemini, this is July for you. Most recent past, we have fluid. May you shift and transform. Yes. May you shift and transform. Honestly, you either went through a transition just now or like it's been like an ongoing transition. But yeah, the energy is flowing. Also, I feel like this has to do with like emotions as well. So let's see what the cards say. Yeah, so in the most recent past, you have been going through a little bit of rough stuff. So we have 5 of Cups. 5 of Cups is you concentrating on something that you should not be concentrating on. You're like, oh, woe is me, this happened to me. But like, you have these 2 cups over here. They are full, they are ready to go, and you are concentrating on these that have fallen and emptied? Come on, let's be real. Don't focus on the stuff that's empty. Focus on the stuff that's full. Pessimist versus optimist. Yeah? So I feel like you have been focusing on the wrong things in the most recent past. However, we do have the Magician card. Magician card is as above, so below. You have everything that you need in order to make this transition happen. So you were in this lower frequency. However, you have everything that you need in order to heighten your frequency and to get in a better spot, okay? So you have everything you need. So we have the 4 that are part of tarot. We have the Pentacles, Wands, Cups, and Swords. So we have everything that we need on this table. And then we have a wand up here pointing up. And then he is also pointing below. They have the infinity symbol. So you are always going to have exactly what you need at that exact moment. Even though you feel like you're searching for something, you have all you need. Always. The universe doesn't give you anything that you don't need at that moment, if that makes sense. Whatever. Then we have the Two of Swords. So there is a decision. Learn all the facts. Learn all the facts, though, okay? There's a decision to be made. There is a decision to be made. And this being is going into the decision blind. See the blindfold? But really, the card means like you need to find all the facts before you make this decision. So you have everything you need in order to like move forward. You had been focusing on the wrong things, right? So you want to move forward. However, there is a decision that needs to be made. Point blank. Okay, so for the present, we have you got the love. Hadarian energy. Codependency and boundaries. Okay? I feel like I need to look this up. The Hadarians are believed to be beacons of pure, divine, unconditional love who see love in all people and situations. As a result, they can find it hard to have boundaried, interdependent, healthy relationships because they only see the unconditional nature of those they meet. The lovers of the cosmos, they dive in fast. They're here to learn how to love while in a separate body, to learn to love self first and then establish healthy relationships with others, to remember that the love that they seek is already within them, that they truly do have the love all on their own. The message of this card is to review the ways you may need to establish healthier boundaries. Perhaps you're in a codependent relationship in which you may be losing your sense of self. It's common for many people to dive deep into relationships, particularly with those you feel safe with and familiar at a soul level. Okay, so basically, it's saying that you love so hard that you need to create boundaries for yourself. Fair. Yeah, so you need to create boundaries, and I feel like this is such a strong energy now that I've read that. Yeah, this is what you should be focusing on. Like, this is the 2 cups that you're not focusing on. Like, you need to focus on this because you're focusing on all of the bad stuff. And it's like, okay, well, if you set your boundaries first, then you wouldn't be dealing with all of this, all of the fallout. Okay. I feel like that's part of the decision that you have to make. It's like, okay, do I want to be, sorry if it's not relationship, but like, I'm really feeling it is because of the love card. It's like in or out. Am I with this person? Am I going to be with this person? Or if I'm not going to be I'm not going to be with this person. Yeah. So you need to start creating boundaries, and you need to start today. And you need to self-care. You need to care about yourself, because if your glass is empty, how are you going to give? Okay. Yes. So we have the 6 of Cups here. I feel like you need to go backwards in this relationship in order to set those boundaries. But it's like, find the playful. Like, find where, like, you know, in the beginning of a relationship, it's like very like lovey-dovey, and you're like in the cupcake phase, and like you just want everything to be absolutely perfect, and everything is perfect because you're with that person and they're so great and blah blah blah. Like, you need to get back to that. You need to get back to that phase and then instill these boundaries. So if you're in that phase right now and you are Six of Cups energy, set those boundaries, okay? Like, this is playful, childlike, like, kind of energy. And if you can't get to that from where you're at in this relationship, I mean, these two cards say it all. Eight of Cups, aka you leaving, even though some of it's good, you're leaving. And the Six of Swords, finalized, final decision, on to calmer waters, you're done. So I feel like if it's past this playful stage and you aren't like having fun anymore, and it's literally just like issue, literally every single day, then like there's no turning back. It's over. It's done, right? However, if you do have some good days, if you do have that kind of playfulness still in this relationship, set your boundaries. It's worth it. It's going to be worth it. Is it going to be hard? Yes. Is it worth it? Yes. Okay. Amen. Amen to this card, man. Amen to this card. Future. Listen, bitch. You are in control. You are in control. You are in control. You are in control. You're freaking in control. Easy. Easy. If they're worth it, set your boundaries. If they're not worth it, peace out. It seems like you're going to set boundaries. That's the feeling that I'm receiving here. You are in control. You're in control because you set your own boundaries. Whether they decide to respect them or disrespect them, that's when you say goodbye. This is 100 and 100. You got to be real. You got to be real. And it's got to be fair. You can't be like super crazy about these boundaries. But like, it's on the issues that are super, super important that you need to set these boundaries. So we do have the Nine of Swords here. There are going to be a lot of nights where it's going to be tough because you're setting those boundaries and they're kind of like, whoa, this is coming out of nowhere. Like, this is not how it was. And it's like, yeah, no shit. But if we keep going down the road that we are, it's not going to be good. It's not going to be good. So, yeah, Nine of Sword energy, you can't sleep. You're not like nightmares. It's just rough. It's just rough. So it's going to be rough for a little bit. However, you will find strength and you will reap rewards. Okay. Strength card, absolutely. Huge amount of strength. Whether that is calling each other out when you guys are being toxic. You know, like you want your significant other to be their best selves at all times, but what if you're not being your best self? Then they should be able to call you out too. It's not a one-way street. It's two people creating their own boundaries, understanding those boundaries together, and putting them into play. I really feel like you guys do have the strength here because we do have the Seven of Pentacles, and that's like reaping your harvest, like July, reaping your harvest. all of this stuff that you're working on, there is a reason to work on it, because you will get sick. It's not going to be easy. Farming isn't easy, right? However, the harvest is worth it. It's worth it. You have food on the table. So important. All right. Let's get a yes or no question. So if you want to pause this video right now, you totally can. However, ask a yes or no, and I will try to give you the energy that is happening. Oh my God. Okay, so it's not a true yes or no. However, it's a get more information. So get more information about this situation. I feel like you kind of knew that it was going to be not a true answer. However, I feel like once you get more information, get all the facts. Get all the facts. If you get all the facts, I feel like it's going to be an easy yes or no. Like, you're not even going to have to think twice about it. You're not going to have to ask anybody for validation. You're just going to automatically know. So I would not worry about that, Gemini. Thank you so much for joining me today. I really appreciate it. If any of this resonated, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe. And also visit all of my other socials, because again, July is going to be a crazy, crazy month for us. So I appreciate y'all, and have a blessed month. Yeah. And remember to be yourself.